Hey there, kiddywinks. So, time for some wibbly wobbly idiot vision again. Now, what you may see is that the milling machine, Piglit, has been moved into its designated spot in the workshop. That was a bit of an interesting exercise. It involved moving everything around, shortening this workbench on both ends. Lots of fun. And a lot of grunting and screaming and shouting and basically doing it all by myself, so it was not fun. But it's in place, nobody got hurt. We've also got to the stage where it's now a functional milling machine. Previously I was using a jury-rigged, blimey, focus, death. Focus, thank you. I was using a totally jury-rigged XYZ Z feed, using bits of an angle grinder. Used that to cut some bevel gears, which I actually made a bit of a hash of the pinion, but it works. It works a little bit noisily, and we made us a nice little wooden hand wheel, which came out of a piece of ash that I've had lying around for about 20 years. At the moment, handles are still all made out of big 6mm bolts, but there we go. So we can feed, and up goes the machine, and then we can feed down again, and down goes the machine. So 2mm per revolution, and all is good. The milling vise has a coat of primer on it. It's been put back together because I've pulled it apart. It's in a rotten state and it's not actually all that well made to start with. A lot of corners cut when they made them. I'm going to be off for a few weeks in July because I've got a hernia operation, so I'm going to be rescraping the vise. For the moment it's functional as long as you don't want enormous amounts of precision. Yes, don't need enormous amounts of precision. The stops here are quite nice. Are we focused on those? I believe we are. So these stops are very, very well engineered. You've got two M10 cap head bolts that go through and sit on T-nuts that run in this slot. Then we've got three little grub screws pushing on little brass blocks against a thread, and this is micrometrically adjustable. It's on an M8x1 thread, and I don't know if you can actually see the numbers on there, probably not. Yeah, but basically that's micrometrically adjustable if I get my finger in the right place from here, or with a hex screw, an Allen key. Straight through the end of here. There's a hex head socket on the other end, and you can feed them in and out. Very sweet. So there's 4 of those. I also found the Y-axis lock, which was in the bag of bits and pieces that came with the machine. It's so it hides around the back here. It's this little block here. Are we focusing? Probably not. Let's see. Focus. Go on, focus, you fucking bastard. Yes, this little block here, which just got an M8 nut through it. I've got an M8 nut with a head thing on it for tightening it up. So that's those buggering about with the stops, which is how I was locking the Y-axis before. So we've got a Y-axis lock. On this side, there is a Z-axis lock, which is out of focus. Oh, come on, focus, damn you. So yes, Z-axis lock. It's just an M8 nut. That goes through onto the back of the gib. Focus. No, you're not going to focus, are you? Never mind. The X-axis lock, there isn't one. You lock it by moving this and this stop up against the block which lives here. I need to make up a little block to sit there, and then we're all good to go. What else is new? Still haven't got the motor sorted out, so there you go. I do have my surface plate ready to go for scraping. If we ever get any focus back from this camera, good lord, come on, focus. It's not that hard. I suppose it is quite hard, it's granite. Yeah, alright, okay, so surface plate's ready. Scrapers are in a pile over there. Out of focus as well. Oh, blimey, that focused. Scrapers are in a pile over there, along with a whole load of other gubbins. I jury rigged something for my shitty Chinese drill press, which for the last 10 years hasn't had a feed on the table. I've been moving it by hand, which is a pain in the arse, especially if you put the mill vise on top of it. So, very cheap car jack, 2-ton car jack. Take the lock off the back. There we go. And we can hydraulically lift the table, which is neat. It's actually turned out to be quite a good bodge. I think what I'm going to do is I've got a big washer sat here at the moment. I'm going to make up a little block that goes into the bottom of here. I've got some steel that's about the right size, and thread into the screw that sits on the top of here, so I can actually make it fit properly, rather than being the total jury-rigged abortion that it is at the moment. What else is going on? Right over this side of the workshop, the Schaublin's still in place. I've got a feeling I've got a problem with the headstock bearings. It's not making happy noises, and that could be expensive. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do about that. I think it's the front ones. Frankly, I am terrified of taking it apart. I've got the gear to do the control on it and everything, but it terrifies me. I have readjusted the alignment of the headstock with the bed, which was wrong. I found that it was turning tapers when it shouldn't have been. I could, if I was turning between centres, I could adjust the slide up to turn parallel between centres, and then if I had something held in the headstock, it would turn a taper, and vice versa. If I put my test bar, which is a piece of 21mm car shock absorber, in the chuck, aligned straight with that, I'd then turn a taper if I started turning between centres. So something was obviously off. And what we've got is 3 layers of cigarette paper sat under here. So 0.03 of a millimetre that way, and that's brought me back into as near to square as I can get. So there we go. That's what's going on at the moment. But once I've had my operation, there will be stuff going on, quite a lot of stuff going on. I've still got the carbs to do on the Honda, which is over there. Well, they are anyway. Managed to get full carb rebuild kits from China. They arrived the other day, so that's quite neat. Hard to find VF500 carb rebuilds. Unobtainium. And what else is new? Nothing much as far as I can tell. Actually, there is one other thing that's new. This came from the scrapyard, which was this, which is a vacuum cleaner. It's a shop vac, which was being thrown away. Needed a new filter. I've chucked a pillowcase in it. It seems to work perfectly well. Sucks like well, nothing sucks like Electrolux, but this does. Anyway, there you go. I'll leave it at that. I'm off. I'm going to have a shower. It's boiling hot in here. So yeah, have a shower, bugger off to bed, and we'll be up for work in the morning. There you go. I like that. I like that a lot.